Hi there, YouTube. Cambam's here. I'm just gonna put something up about the Copart, where I've purchased 3 vehicles from. Not even just cars. I bought a boat and it's kind of a boat. I'll explain it later. The thing is, though, there's 5 things I really wish I knew before I started buying stuff off of Copart. I mean, the first thing is that, well, ultimately, they don't always describe the items accurately. The little shuttlecraft I purchased, like I thought it was, a donation and it would be something that was, maybe neglected, but not basically put together all wrong. And well, when I brought it home, I found out that like the boat doesn't fit into the shuttlecraft correctly, so the rails are wrong, and that's a big problem that they didn't picture it. I would have seen it had I gone down there, and that's what I really should have done. So I guess that's a big part of this is ultimately if you can get down there and look at the stuff before you buy it, by all means, do so. The second thing is that they're just not really friendly to new people. When I went in there, the lady was, pretty much, well, you don't have your, I'm like, well, I didn't know I needed to have, my credit card out that I had paid, the broker with. I didn't have to pay. I already paid, but they still wanted my my license and my credit card that I used to pay them with. I don't know why, but I think just to be a pain in my neck. And then I go driving out. They're like, well, you got to drive out to the back and give them this paper, and then the guy will send the the forks over to pick up your vehicle for you. I'm like, all right, fine. So I go out there and I walk up to this. Actually, I drive up to this little like a little trailer where the guy's running things out of. I hop out of my my truck and I go over, and the guy's yelling, "Hey, you can't park there!" I'm like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! No, nobody told me where to park." So it would have been nice if they let me know that not to pull up there. The guy's like, "Oh yeah, the guy with the forks is gonna just run into your stuff." I'm like, "Well, I hope he doesn't. If he's that stupid, anyway." So I'm not gonna run down a whole thing with that. Yeah, and so number 3 is that they don't always give you all the papers that you need with your purchase. They didn't give me anything for the shuttlecraft. They gave me something for the wavecraft, wave runner thing, but the shuttlecraft itself is, I just have to make believe it's part of the wave runner, I guess, because there's numbers on the boat, but they didn't give me anything that goes anything along with them. Yep, and there's the shuttlecraft. As you can see, there's numbers on the side and a registration sticker, but I don't have any paperwork for that. And there's a trailer underneath here. It's pretty rusty. It doesn't look terrible, to be honest, but that also has no paperwork. So I'll have to figure it out. But that I might manually register, and I'll have to try to figure out how I can get a Reggie for the shuttle, because I don't know, it's kind of ridiculous to have a boat that you don't have paperwork for that you purchased. So that's a little bit unnerving. The number 4 was, they could have like called out that the car, this Corvette I bought was revinned. I'll show you what I mean by revinned here. I went outside and I took some pictures of that. Okay, so now my surprise on this latest acquisition, the Copart Corvette, the one that I hope to drive, actually, because I'm going to be selling my Camaro and my Focus, and I want to make this my daily until the 2020 time comes. But that said, if you look at it, there's no anything over here. And then if we further take a look at the windshield, well, there's ice in there, which is just great, but there's literally no numbers in there. I don't know where they went. I think they were like removed. And then to tie in with the VIN that they have on here, the NY52775, the only thing I have is down here. I'll turn this sideways so you can read it, but it's NY52775 and something about vehicle identification number plate. So yeah, it's legal. It's just weird. I guess I will be, driving it around, and I don't think I was going to be keeping this one for a really long time, but I'll probably give somebody a really good deal on it. I mean, who knows? Maybe I'm going to absolutely love it. I don't think I'm going to like it more than in 2020, but you never know. So that's what the car kind of looks like. Except for the leak, it's, you know, the body's okay. I think it's a wrap, to be honest. And, that's another thing I didn't know, but these, like, the stripes have no feel, and I don't think they were painted in and glossed over. Like, no, I don't think so. I think it's a wrap. So we'll figure that out coming soon. And I hate these wheels. I mean, they're the stock ones, but they were painted. So I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I can live with them for a while. I don't know. Before. And that, you know, while it's not the biggest deal in the world, because I can still register it and everything's fine there, I feel like it takes out the car's real value, you know, for collectability. Not that I think a 91 Corvette's going to be super collectible anytime soon, but you never know. I mean, it's something that I've seen cars go up that I never thought would. You know, the 72 Nova that I had years ago, I thought it was, you know, $500, see you later. And now, you know, you can't pick up a junker for less than like 5-10 grand. So there's that. And then there's the whole thing with the costs. And this, I figured it out after, you know, my first purchase, but it hurts a little bit, and it shocks me kind of a little bit each time. So, I mean, something that's $400 could easily run over $950. So, you know, you'd be like, oh, I bid up to $400, great deal. Yeah, except for there's, you know, fees for, I have to go through a broker because I'm not a car dealer. And in New York, it's very difficult to become a car dealer. And then it's, you know, shipping fees for the stuff back and forth. There's an internet fee from Copart, and there's just fees upon fees. So, you know, on two of the vehicles I bought, the burner Corvette and the shuttlecraft, I actually paid more in fees than I actually bid on the item. The 91 Corvette, I spent $4 grand on that, and it was $900 and something in fees. So that was palatable, but still, you know, a pretty big number in my mind. And then let's say you know, one more thing, you know, runs and drives is kind of baloney. You know, I guess it means it runs and can drive a foot or two. The Corvette, again, when I got it, the car was just puking water out of the water pump. The thing had, you know, I don't know if you've ever done a water pump, but you can kind of tell by the way the bearing gets worn out and can wiggle. And this one was, you know, a good ½ inch. I could wiggle the pulley around, so you know it's toast. So I have done the water pump already. I didn't put it up. I did record it at some point, but I wanted to really introduce the car first. And I've been unable to get everything I wanted done on that car before. I really want to get it driving again. So there's that. But yeah, that's, you know, just some things that will make you crazy if you don't do it first. My suggestion to folks would be, if you have a buddy, go in with a friend to Copart first and find out what's going on in your local area. I know my area is not all that friendly, and they don't really like people walking around the yard. I've seen other ones. Apparently in Florida, you're allowed to do that, but not by me. And then another suggestion is, you know, make sure you look at the fees that you're going to incur, just in case. You know, for me, the fees, they're not killing me. It's not making, you know, my family hungry or anything. But that said, it's you know, I could go into you know, Craigslist, or I could go onto Facebook, and in some cases I can get deals that are better than going to Copart. You know, it's a little crazy that way. So I guess, and the other big thing is, you know, make sure to if you're going to bid on something, do it at a time when you're going to have time to go and pick it up within the next 2-3 days, because they start charging you storage fees, and you know, that's something that I haven't run into. I've been lucky, but it's something that you could run into. And they're, you know, they're not holding it in a real nice place. The area is real dirty and dusty and whatnot. So if you're bidding on something that's kind of nice, you want to get it out of there as soon as you possibly can. So if at all possible, if you have to bid on a Friday for something, see if you can't pick it up that same day, or, you know, at least about a Monday. So right now I am in sales mode. I got to get rid of some stuff, and I'm not saying I won't go to Copart. I probably will get something else from Copart at some point. But that said, I'll probably look a little harder at the Facebook Marketplace and just the internet in general for parts vehicles and builders and things like that going forward, because it's just hasn't been the perfect place to go. With that, Cam Bam's out.